Here you have the storyline from Frozen. You're going to see that the turning point of the movie, the very climax of the movie that everything is building up toward, is this song, Let It Go. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about this song, but you can see the caption here. This is a lyric from the song. I am one with the wind and sky. So aside from that blatantly New Age spiritualist message, being one with the wind and the sky, the real message comes across in the song. You're going to see it, but first let me give you a little bit of background on the storyline. Elsa, the main character here, has basically spent her life suppressing her own magical powers. And she's been, of course, miserable because this is how she was born, and she hasn't been able to fulfill her own inclinations, and she's had to suppress these things and be a good girl, as she sings in the song. And that has left her miserable. And so the turning point in the movie is where she finds true freedom in order to use her magical powers of turning everything into snow and ice. So here's a portion of the song. You hear, don't let them in, don't let them see, be the good girl you always have to be. So being the good girl, this is her refrain from her past life, is I've had to be a good girl, and a good girl I always have to be. But then this changes in this song. You're about to see the video. I won't play the song. And this music is incredibly emotional. It'll just carry you away. So I'll just read some lyrics and explain it as it's playing. Here you see her using her witchcraft powers. She conjures a snowman there, and then she sings, let it go, can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, turn away and slam the door. So she's going to slam the door on her former life of being a good girl. She's letting her powers come forth. She sings, it's time to see what I can do to test the limits and break through. Then watch what she does. She's really testing the limits, creates a staircase leading heavenward and sings, no right, no wrong, no rules for me, I'm free. Genesis 28, verse 12, Jacob saw a stairway resting on the earth with its top reaching to heaven, and the angels of God were ascending and descending on it. Well, here you have another being with supernatural power ascending a staircase leading heavenward, and not upon Christ, it's a staircase of her own making. She ascends. Isaiah 14, I will ascend, I will exalt my throne, the devil said. Here she is clothed with her own powers, creating her own kingdom. I will sit upon the mount of assembly, Satan said. I will be like the Most High, ascending the mount. So she has now discovered her true identity, slams the door. You see the attitude there too. So just to sum up, the message came through in that one statement, no right, no wrong, no rules, I'm free. So they're just coming out and saying it. You don't have to analyze this with a fine-tooth comb and do some interpretation. I mean, they're throwing it in your face. It doesn't require any interpretation. There are no rules. There's no right. There's no wrong. And that's where you find true freedom. And this is the message of Disney over and over again. If you haven't seen that film, Magic Kingdom, they bring out that theme very well. And I'll tell you, it just continues on even stronger in these days. You know, there was a lot of debate in the media about whether this was an allegory. This movie was an allegory about a person coming out of their closet and just declaring their own, deviant sexual orientation. I find that debate to be relatively irrelevant. Honestly, the message is no right, no wrong, no rules. I'm free. It doesn't matter what the thought is of the filmmaker. The message is clear enough, which can be applied to somebody's sexual lifestyle, or it can be applied to any sort of rebellion. I'm going to create my own ladder. Jesus represents the ladder to heaven. Jesus said, I saw the angels ascending and descending upon the Son of Man. So the ladder represents Jesus, or the staircase represents Jesus, but we create our own now. We lift up and create our own kingdom, and we rule from our own palace, our own authority. We are our own king. This is exactly the aim of Lucifer. Lucifer even ascending in Isaiah 14 upon the mount of assembly, fitting that it was on a mountain. But all of that interpretive stuff aside, no right, no wrong, no rules, I'm free. There's no way around that. Parents, Christian families, look seriously at this issue of Disney, because it's something that is going to get deeply within the emotions and the psyche of the children. This music is incredibly powerful. And I only spent literally about 5 minutes to discover this. This isn't something you have to really do a lot of digging to find. I just typed in Frozen and I typed in lyrics, because I knew that with the main song, there would usually be the main message. And I looked at the song, the lyrics of the song, Let It Go, and there was that lyric right there. No right, no wrong, no rules, I'm free. So this isn't something I'm revealing and showing everybody, and nobody could have figured this out. Parents, look at this clearly, look at this honestly, and say, is this something we want in our family?